Technology gives us eternal memory, where we can recall, process, and use to our advantage any information. Most of us believe that technology makes us smarter. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, I am, however, of the opinion that technology limits our critical thinking, the ability to analyze the information in front of us, to think about it rationally, and to make our own conclusions. In the first place, technology limits the critical thinking skills of children. My teachers start a sentence with, "Tell me, what is your opinion of?" There is no racking of our brains. No, we immediately search for our smartphones. The classmate on my right realizes with sweaty palms that he left his opinion in his mother's car. The one on my left avoids any eye contact with the teacher because her opinion's battery died a few minutes ago. A bunch of nomophobia, which, by the way, is a medically recognized condition for someone who has an extreme fear of being without a mobile device. I can understand why Dr. Mary Stewart, a neuroscientist from the University of Dublin, says that the way children think is drastically influenced by technology. Her research on the negatives of digital life was published in the Journal of Neuroscience on 15 July 2017, has shown that 92% of high school children admit they will rather use the internet before thinking about an issue. She also found that the digital facts are quickly out of mind. Children today know exactly where to find information, and therefore they don't have to think about it or bother to remember it. Christian Lang, the Norwegian historian, spoke true words when he said, "Technology is a useful servant, but a dangerous master." Secondly, technology limits the critical thinking of adults. When I lost my balance and fell into the slimy green fish pond, my mother could not stop laughing. But when her smartphone fell in, she could not stop crying. Without her phone, she is a Wonder Woman. Wonder when my dentist appointment is. Wonder what her own child's cell phone number is. Her phone's memory may be 265 gigabytes, but the same cannot be said about her. It's not only my mother. Professor Betsy de Pont, a psychologist, is the author of a paper titled "Technology and Changes in the Brain," published in the journal Science in August 2019. She says that the overuse of technology causes physical changes in the brains of adults, even if they did not use technology at a young age. These changes can cause the loss of important skills, such as memory, critical thinking, and doing mathematical calculations. The scientists call this digital amnesia, a phenomenon where our brains are losing the ability to analyze and remember as we become increasingly reliant on technology to seek and retain information. Sounds pretty limiting to me. Finally, technology limits the critical thinking of people in the workforce. My father says when challenged with a problem, the workers in his office don't pause to think. They immediately search for technology resources to solve the problem for them. Critical thinking is a core skill in business success. This is what Dr. Adam West, a business leader, says in the journal Communications, published in July 2019. In his article, "What Happened to Your Critical Thinking Skills?" He says that technology undoubtedly has a positive effect, but there is a growing concern about its negative impact on people in the workforce. My father is convinced that the workplace of the future will only have two employees, a human and a dog. The human will be there to feed the dog. The dog will be there to ensure that the human stays away from technology. Ladies and gentlemen, I am part of Generation Z and definitely not technophobic. But technology has become a crutch and limits our critical thinking. The American writer Frederick Skinner said, "The real problem is not whether machines think, but whether men do." Technology limits the critical thinking of children, adults, and people in the workplace. Analyze what you read and hear. Make your own conclusions. Keep on asking questions, and don't become a nomophobiac. Do not allow technology to limit your critical thinking.